Hi there. The last few vlogs I've dedicated to those of you who have kids around you this time of year. We talked about working hard and we talked about playing hard. And today I want to talk about resting well. I want you to fill in the blank. If I rest today, what? Think about that for a moment. If I rest today, really think about that. What? What will happen? What will you feel? And I can think of a plethora of things that you might feel, that you might be thinking, and that you might think would actually happen in the house. And I can remember when I was a young mom and the concept of resting and people sharing that with me, I was like, yeah, right, as if I have time to do that. So I understand the struggle. It's always been a struggle for me to rest. But I think it's a really worthwhile and good struggle. So I want to talk about that for a moment today. Rest is built into the very fabric of creation. And certainly when we look at Jesus, say for example in the book of Mark, chapter 5, around 31, 32, Jesus is at the height of his ministry and he's healing the sick and he's ministering to the poor and he's got his thousands of people around him, demands, tugging at him, pulling at him all the time. He's so busy. He's teaching in the synagogues and his disciples are with him this one day and they don't even have time for a meal. They're so busy. And Jesus says, you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to pull away to a quiet place and we're going to rest. And so he models this for us, how necessary it is for us to rest. And so I want to encourage you today. Maybe when I said fill in the blanks, you thought, yeah, I'll feel really guilty. Maybe you feel like, the house will burn down around you. Maybe you'll feel like all the things on your to-do list just won't get accomplished. Maybe you'll feel guilty. Maybe you'll feel lazy. There's all kinds of things. But I want to urge you two things. Number one, I want you to train your children to rest. They know how to rest. When they're born, they know how to rest. And sometimes we take advantage of their good little natures and we run them ragged even when they just want to be in their little beds resting. But our boys, I remember when they would rest, have their little naps, and they stopped napping, I would say to them, you don't have to sleep. I can't make you sleep. But I would encourage you just to do something quiet. You're going to stay in your room. You're going to read a book or something quiet, not plugged in. Mom's going to rest in her room. You're going to rest in your room. And it took time for sure to get them to do it, but we did that. And it was something that I wanted to just instill in them. And still we know how to rest today, how to nap. I also want to say this in terms of modeling it for them, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad or it's a Saturday. When those kids are running during the school year or maybe now in the summertime when they're off to a swim lesson or they've got a camp or whatever, I would say before you do the pickup, before they're dropped off, whichever way it goes, take 20 minutes to a half hour, put your feet up, rest. You're going to be going from the time those kids get home till nighttime. Before the pickup or before they're dropped off, take 20 minutes to a half hour and rest, whether it's prayer, whether it's a nap, whether it's reading a book, something quiet just for you. And so I'd encourage it. God models it for us. He built it into the fabric, like I said, of creation. And I just want to encourage you today. Train them to rest. You need it and they need it. God bless you. And I hope this was helpful today. Bye-bye.